Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. I'm excited about today's topic. So often I see people and they carry on them a spirit that reeks their belief that they're not good enough. I can see the not good enough spirit a mile away. And sometimes I see it because I used to carry it. And so I'm able to recognize it even before people open their mouths simply because of the way that they walk into a space. I can sometimes discern that they carry the spirit not good enough. Today's topic, moving from not good enough to great enough. Sometimes as we walk around and we're carrying that not good enough spirit, the messages that we hear in our heads are we're not smart enough, we're not strong enough, we're not spiritual enough, we're not healed enough. But today, I want to shift that narrative because greatness doesn't start when you become perfect, it starts when you stop disqualifying yourself. So let's talk about how we can move from not good enough to great enough. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Jackie, Rhonda Sharp, Miss Woods. Thank you all for coming on this morning. How do we move from not good enough to great enough? First, challenge the voice that keeps you small. That not good enough voice isn't God's voice. It's memory sometimes it's our trauma, sometimes it's our comparison to other people or someone else's opinions that's playing on repeat. That's where sometimes that small voice comes from. Great enough begins when we interrupt that loop, the thing that's playing over and over that has continually told us that we're not good enough. You don't have to silence every negative thought. You just have to stop letting it run the meeting in your head. I'm going to get that to you again. You don't have to silence the not good enough thoughts. You just have to stop letting it run the meeting that's taking place in your head. Who told you that you weren't enough? Ask yourself that. When did I first started believing that I wasn't enough? What evidence do I have that I'm capable? Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. Here's the truth. If you're still breathing, you're still becoming. Don't let old lies write your new chapters. I'm writing a book, right? And I have to make sure that I don't keep going back to the chapter before to inform the chapter that's coming because what I want to write in the next chapter is fresh and new. So don't let old lies write the new chapters of your life. Good morning, Val. Number two, stop waiting to feel ready. Start with what you have. How do you move from not good enough to great enough? Start with what you already have. Most people delay greatness because they're waiting for confidence. But confidence comes, y'all, after action, not before it. How do you become confident? You do it. Moses, he had a speech problem. Gideon felt insignificant. Esther, we always talk about Esther. Esther, and if I die, if I perish, let me perish. Esther was afraid. David, King David, the man after God's own heart, was overlooked. But none of them felt great enough at first. They started where they were and grew on the way. Some of you are like, well, if I could just get a different credential or another degree. You don't need more credentials. You don't need more degrees. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need everyone else's approval. You need movement. Use what's already in your hands. Do what you can from where you are. Great enough starts with your first step, not step 10. You looking down the path to step 10. There's a reason why God said, give us this day. I don't have to worry about tomorrow. Start with today's first step. That's what somebody needed to hear this morning. Good morning, Dr. Shani. Good morning, Taiki. Good morning, Erica. Somebody needed to hear that piece. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start with what you already have. Number three, redefine greatness. Some of us define greatness as perfection. That's not what greatness is. Greatness is progress, not perfection. So we need to redefine if we're going to ever move from not good enough to great enough. We've been taught that greatness looks like getting awards or getting applause or getting achievement. Can I tell you what I love about God is I don't have to perform. I don't need an award to be loved by God. But real greatness, it's quieter than those things. It doesn't require awards or applause or achievement. It's quiet. It's choosing healing over hiding. It's showing up in the uncomfortable spaces. It's forgiving, y'all, this is mine, when it's hard. It's trying again after you failed. Y'all, I have failed. I failed miserably sometimes. It's becoming better than yesterday. It's not you're comparing you to other people. I tell young people, I don't have to be the best at anything. I simply have to be my best at everything to which I have fixed my hand. It's not a comparative thing. Great enough doesn't mean that you never fail. It means you refuse to stay down. Y'all know I love me some boxing, and I'm going to teach a whole session on how life is like boxing. But it's refusing to stay down. It's not about being flawless. It's about being faithful to your growth. If you're growing every day, you're going to see that growth happening. And yeah, somewhere along the lines, you're probably going to fail a few times. My greatest lessons in life haven't come from my successes. They have absolutely come from my failures, because my failures have taught me resilience. That if I get knocked down, how do I know I'm going to get up tomorrow? Because I got up yesterday. My greatest evidence of future behavior is my past behavior. Every brave choice that you make matters on the road from not good enough to great enough. Every step forward is evidence of greatness in motion. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. I just want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. You were never not good enough. You were just in process. Remember, I did Don't Skip the Process all last year. You were never not good enough. You were just in process. Greatness isn't a destination. Becoming great enough isn't a destination. It's a decision to believe differently about who you are, a decision to move anyway when it's hard, a decision to honor who you're becoming. So today, choose to rise, choose to try, choose to tell yourself a better story than you told yourself yesterday. Because the same God who started the work in you, there's a good book that says it will finish it. It's still shaping something great. So stop shrinking and start stepping. You're already great enough in the making. So, how do you move from not good enough to great enough? You challenge the voice that keeps you small. You stop waiting to feel ready. You start with what you already have, and you redefine what greatness means. It's progress, not perfection. I hope this was a good word for you today, because really it was for me today. I'm the amazing T Street, but y'all already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today, I charge and I challenge you to move from not good enough to great enough. Have an amazing, amazing day.